is Tarik Talk. Your host, Tarik Mendes, takes you on a journey with guests from all around the world. Broadcasting around the world. Around the world. This is Tarik Talk.
All right, guys. Today I'm here with Sahi. Sahi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. Do you want to start off by telling us your Instagram account?
Yeah, so my Instagram account is very long. It's Sahiti Yarakala. It's SAHITIYARAKALA. It's my full name. But yeah, that's my Instagram account.
Thank you so much. And do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah, of course. So I've been a photographer since 2015. I primarily used to do a lot of portraits. I used to do a lot of food photography. That's what I got into during COVID. But recently, I bought a drone, and I've been experimenting with the drone. Been doing a lot of landscape photography. And recently, I went to Maine. And
so beautiful. Yeah,
Maine is so gorgeous. And the landscape over there has been so peaceful. After COVID, I went to Maine. I felt peaceful, and I was using the drone a lot. And I was just capturing what I felt was peaceful. So it was a fun time. And so a lot of the pieces right now that I have too are representing the moment where I felt peace. And also in Hawaii too. There's a lot of pieces from Hawaii.
Wow, I love Hawaii.
Yeah, I love Hawaii. I didn't do more drone shots in Hawaii, but I did take pictures there that were capturing the nature, and I was in nature the whole time when I was in Hawaii. So I was trying to capture that. And then I have Maine, I have Hawaii, I have Colorado in there too.
Nice. That's a nice little balance, nice mix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to incorporate more pieces, but these were the pieces mainly where I felt at peace. And that's why I wanted to capture them. That's why I wanted to, showcase them tonight.
Yeah. And have you always been into photography? Like since you were smaller, how did your this passion come from?
Yeah. So my father was a photographer, and
nice.
he has multiple vintage cameras. And I picked it up when he was doing photography. He was taking pictures of his family.
Okay.
Not professionally, but I was just always around him. And whenever he was taking pictures, I would just catch on to that.
Yeah.
And even doing family portraits, sometimes he would just give me the camera and tell us to take the picture of their family or mom and dad.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and I caught up with it. And then in high school, I started doing photography. I used to do events. I used to do a lot of cultural events, and then I started with creative photography. I would do some creative shoots, and then it picked up more during COVID, where I did more of a branching out to, like I said, food photography. Then I went into product photography. Just dabbling here and there with every single thing, but I think where I felt at peace was landscape and nature.
Oh, nice. So have you always, how did your love for nature come about? Were you always, exposed to nature, and then over time it's just, something you're familiar with? Or is it, something new that you started?
So I was, always around nature. I used to play outside all the time. I used to hike with my parents. I've gotten into hiking a lot recently too, and a lot of the trips that I've taken have been in nature. I have done activities in nature, but I think I was always surrounded by nature.
And how's your creative process? Before you take pictures, are you actively and consciously thinking about the pictures, or is it like an organic process where you just see something, pick up the camera, shoot, and that's it?
That's a great question. I actually never think about it. I don't. It just comes organically. If I if I see something, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna like think about it too much.
Yeah.
If I do think about it, it's just not gonna. It never comes out right. You know.
And you can like see it, right? You can like tell the vibe.
Yeah. And honestly, whenever I work with models or anything like that in a photo shoot, all the pictures that I love are the ones that are organic and
like spontaneous.
Spontaneous. And even the models loved it that way too. And then when it comes to nature, I just do what I feel is correct with me and is organic with me. So there's no thought process. It's just vibes.
I love that. And then how's your like how can I say, like, how's your vibe before you take pictures? Like, before you like, you either like get to the studio, or are you like, do you have to have a coffee before you like shoot pictures, like meditate, or you just like get up, get ready, pick up the camera, and go for like to take some shots and inspirations?
You know, I never thought about this actually. That's such a good question too.
Because it seems it comes very natural to you, and I love that.
I honestly, it depends on the shoot, right? Like if I'm in nature, it's just going to be very like simple, very organic. But when it comes to shoots with like models or creative shoots that I'm thinking about, I am a little anxious and stressed, and I want it to be perfect because I'm a perfectionist. But if a lot of the times I just like listen to a lot of like good music and then I go into the shoot.
Oh, I love that.
But anything other than that, maybe like a coffee, like you mentioned. I always drink coffee, but that's not like a part of like a tradition that I do before a photo shoot. But music for sure is great. I don't think there's anything else. Maybe like coming up with angles that I want to work with. I like note it down, maybe like create a mood board of, like I want this angle from this photo shoot, or I want to capture this if I go to Maine. Like I definitely love lobsters, so I was trying to capture pictures that represent Maine, and you know that's what I did for some of these shoots.
And when you're in nature, are you like mostly just after like landscapes and like nature itself, or are you trying to like photograph like animals and stuff like that, or both?
Oh, you know, like that's funny that you mentioned this. I went to a zoo, and I was taking pictures of all these animals, but those pictures did not turn out great.
Really?
Because they were moving so much.
Oh, okay.
I thought it would be a great long exposure kind of photo, but no, I try to capture something that is still. But if I can capture animals, I do try to, because they're part of nature, and I would love to capture the overall essence.
No, because I was just asking, because you saying that, I actually like realized not too long ago, animals in nature, they're much more still and reserved than they are in zoos, right? And like, because whenever I'm in nature, it's like, no matter what part of the world I'm at, my first thought is there bears here? Is there like moose here? Like,
I was actually
what kind of animals are there here? You're actively looking for a bear? I'm actively not looking for a bear, or like thinking on my exit strategies.
But imagine like if you were to capture a bear in their natural element, although it is scary, but if I were to
like a mountain away, for sure I would love it.
If I could just fly my drone
that would
to
be
where
so
the bear
cool.
is. But I think capturing just the overall essence, whether it's animals, whether it's like in the middle of like a rainstorm or something like that, I would love to do. A lot of the pictures that I have right now are of like leaves that have water droplets after a heavy rain.
The rain,
So that's something that I love to see. I love that fresh kind of element.
Oh my god, me too.
I
especially love like when plants have the like, I don't know how it is, like when they're water repellent, and then like it stays, like the raindrop stays in a certain way. I love that. It
like forms that droplet.
Yeah. I love that. And do you have any mediums that you want to like, you think about doing in the future?
There's so many things that I want to do. This is my first show.
Oh, congrats.
Ever. Thank you.
Really? Because talking to you, I thought you feel like a pro. You're so natural.
No,
congratulations.
This is my first time doing a show. I've always wanted to do like a show. I've always done photo shoots, and I've always done different types of photo shoots. But I'm actually, I paint a lot, and I like to work with like clay and like pottery and everything. So I would love to dive into that and see where the road takes.
That's
But
so cool.
I've just always done photography. I do want to divert a little, maybe see if I can combine different mediums with photography.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
But that's going to take a while.
Yeah, little by little,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you mentioned painting. Are you like painting different subjects, or are you painting the photographs that you take?
I actually never painted what I've actually captured. This is so weird to say, but like I love doors that are
like
so
aged,
ornate and aged.
Okay, yeah.
For example, I don't know if you know Jaipur. It's
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's in India, and all their architecture is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
I would love to, paint that. So I tried to paint that.
Oh wow.
I want to like get a bigger canvas and paint that too, and that's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
That I want to do that. But I've been working on like smaller pieces
Yeah.
and seeing how that goes.
And how is painting and photography for you? Is it like the same creative process, or is it like two different things? Like you getting ready for it, ideas, sketching, inspiration?
Yeah. So painting and other mediums don't come easy to me, but photography definitely comes easy to me, and it's very organic for me. Painting, I'm very much a perfectionist, so like if something goes wrong, it's game over. Like, I will erase it, I will throw it away. I just can't. I have to be perfect. But photography is something that I'm just like, whatever. I love it. I can do it. I don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
But I think painting, and everyone that painted over there, they have beautiful paintings. They're so talented.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, it's amazing.
I love it.
And like, are you able to, like, on your off days, like when you get to relax and just like chill for your mental health, are you an artist that like you're always inspired, always thinking, or can you like take a back seat and chill, or are you always like pulling out your phone or your camera, taking a picture, and always like finding inspiration?
Okay, well, naturally speaking, I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking about creative ideas. I'm always thinking about what my next shoot is going to be. What do I want to print out? All of that. I'm always thinking. There's not a day where I'm like, I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax. It's never that. I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking about like even trying out different mediums. Like I wanted to try lip art. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I
think so. Yeah,
I wanted to try that out too. But I don't take a back seat. I always am thinking.
So you're like basically like a 24-hour full-time creative. I love that. That. And like, what are you inspired by? Like artists, like other artists, whether it's like in music, film, art, fashion.
I think there are so many photographers that I'm inspired by. I don't know if I'm saying his last name correctly, but like it's Peter McCon.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so there's so many like travel artists that I look up to, and I wish I can follow their lead. I wish I could work with them. Like, just let me volunteer.
Let's manifest, put that in the universe. Hopefully that can happen soon.
I would love to do that. That would be fantastic. So like a lot of like travel photographers I look up to, but mainly everyone around me are my inspiration as well. They always push me to do better. They are always like, okay, are you gonna bring your camera? You should do this. You should do that. And like they're so supportive of me. I live with photographers.
Well, that's such a cool concept.
And my father loves photography, and he started me off with this stuff. So, and my mom always pushed me to do it. So that's where I get my inspiration.
I love that. Well, I want to thank you so much for being on the podcast. It's been a pleasure. Do you mind sharing your Instagram again for the listeners?
It's so long. Maybe I should cut it.
You don't have to spell it. Just say it then.
It's Sahiti Yarakala.
Okay, guys, please go follow her. I'll be sharing the Instagram and everything. on my Insta page. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to like touch base in the future. Hopefully we see each other. And congratulations on the amazing work that you've created.
Thank you.
Been a pleasure.
It was nice talking to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Until we see again.
Thank you for listening to Tarik Talk. Follow Tarik Talk on all social media channels and check out the video interviews online.